Hi, my name is Helena Stacy, and I would like to welcome you to the Jackson High School graduation ceremony for the class of 2020.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets waved their bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sailors, as star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Good evening. My name is Phil Howard, and I proudly serve as the superintendent of the Jackson City School District. I always have the privilege of introducing the valedictorians for the graduating class. But before I do that this evening, allow me a moment to introduce the members of our Board of Education and our district treasurer. Mr. Pat McDonald, President of the Board of Education. Mr. Brian Moore, Vice President, Board of Education. Miss Alice Smith, Member, Board of Education. Miss Kim Harless, Member, Board of Education. Dr. Brian Morris, Member, Board of Education. And Miss Rachel Strawser, the District Treasurer. As you are about to hear, these young men and women that I'm about to introduce have not only excelled academically by maintaining a perfect 4.0 GPA, but they've done so while being a part of many other groups, clubs, and teams. I congratulate them on this achievement. Our first valedictorian is Kaden Donaldson. Kaden is the son of Troy and Belina Donaldson. Kaden is president of the Student Health Council, secretary of the Student Council, a Harvard Academies participant, and a RILA participant. Kaden is also a member of the National Honor Society, the My Brothers Buddy Club, Interact Club, the YLA Club, Tick Ridge Youth Group, and the Media Productions Team. Kaden was selected to be a regional scholar, and he is one of the two boys who were student-athlete representatives for Jackson High School in our Frontier Athletic Conference. Kaden was also a varsity basketball player and plays boys junior national volleyball. Kaden's plans for the future are to attend Mount Vernon Nazarene University and major in criminal justice, with hopes of going to law school while playing collegiate men's volleyball.
Good evening. It was 9 years ago this week that I sat where you were all sitting when the valedictorian of the class of 2011 stepped to the podium to give her speech. It was then, as a 9-year-old boy, that I had determined in my heart that I would stand where she stood. Thank you, Emily Cooper. Emily stood where I am standing today, and she spoke about where hard work and determination could get you. Well, Emily, I am here, and I am here because you set the standard, and boy, did you set it high. Most importantly, though, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for I would be nowhere near where I am today if it were not for him. I also want to thank my parents for the countless hours and money they have spent for me to achieve everything that I've ever wanted, valedictorian being one of them. Mom, Dad, I love you, and I am forever grateful for the way you two raised me. Thank you for instilling a work ethic in me and supporting me and my dreams, even the most far-fetched ones. To my sister, Kennison, thank you for being a big sister that everyone deserves. You have shown me that even in this cruel world, being kind to others is what is most important. Now to my brother, Cooper. Thank you for making everything a competition. I have striven to be a better student and a better athlete, not necessarily for me, but because I wanted to be better than you, and that is a hard thing to do. Thank you for always having my back when it seemed like no one else did. I as well want to thank my grandparents, Bill and Leela Cooper, for their prayers. Prayers for my happiness, prayers for my salvation, and prayers for my aspirations to be reached. They were appreciated more than you two would ever know. Other than my family, I want to thank Jackson City Schools for not only caring about my education, but my well-being. At the end of each school year, I was prepared for challenges that I would face in the future. Every teacher that embraced me with love and helped pave my way, thank you. Now to my classmates, thank you. Thank you for the lessons learned, the friendships gained, the long nights, and the future decisions. Recently, we have had to learn the importance of human connection. At least now I realize the small interactions I will miss each day with all of you that I otherwise wouldn't see after graduation. I now realize the need for compassion, more than I could have ever realized while taking tests in a classroom. While I remain sad about the games not played and the activities missed, we can remain hopeful for the new memories we will make in our future. I ask all of you to look inside yourself and appreciate it. Appreciate the education we were all given. Appreciate your future, whether it be college, work, military, or unknown. Appreciate your family and your friends, and that may seem hard, but appreciate the year 2020 for shaping us to embrace the unknown trials in our life. It is only the beginning for us, class of 2020, so start by saying thank you.
Taylor Frazier. Taylor is the son of Ted and Alice Frazier. Taylor is a member of many clubs and activities, including the National Honor Society, the Youth Leadership Association, Interact, FFA, 4-H, Quick Recall, and the Boys Varsity Soccer Team. Taylor plans to attend Wright State University and major in biomedical engineering and then continue into grad school.
Dear friends and family of the class of 2020, I am Taylor Frazier, and when I originally thought of the context of the speech, I was in a boat fishing. It was just me, a man in the boat, and I realized that life is like a puzzle. And when I truly thought about it, I contemplated how true this statement was. Then it hit me. You are a puzzle of missing pieces when you are born, and as you age, people give you all these pieces that lead to your growth. Not all the pieces fit perfectly, but you make do. Then as you meet new people, you unknowingly trade these pieces to others to complete your puzzle, but once your puzzle is complete, you are an adult. And the sad part is, this metaphor is not over. When you become this adult, you give most of your pieces away to others that need them more, and you do not fully refill your puzzle. Now that you know the basis of the puzzle metaphor, here's what I'm truly trying to say. Since day one of your schooling, teachers start filling out your puzzle and help you develop. But the problem is, we do not, as individuals, show them enough respect to keep them at an equilibrium. No one ever truly looks back and repays teachers for what they sacrificed to do their jobs. Some science teachers could have gone off and developed a cure for cancer, and some government teachers could have worked in the Congressional Library and written tons of reports. Even though my senior year was cut short, I truly want to thank every teacher I encountered along my journey for making me smile and telling me our amazing stories when we actually should have been doing work, because you filled out my entire puzzle. Thank you for listening, and thank you to all my friends and family for their support that pushed me towards the position I am in today.
Jared Eisenhower. Jared is the son of Alan and Kelly Eisenhower. He is a member of the National Honor Society, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the Leo Club, Interact, and Student Health Council. He was also captain of the football and the track and field teams. Jared will be attending West Virginia University, where he will major in biology, pre-med. He then plans on going to med school to become an interventional radiologist.
On behalf of the class of 2020, I want to thank all of the people that work together to help us achieve our dreams. To my parents and little sister, who sacrifice every day to help me reach my goals, thank you for always being there for me and encouraging me to be the best I can be at everything I do. To the administration, school staff, counselors, advisors, secretaries, and every teacher that pushes their students to reach their fullest potential, thank you for making our school a beacon of opportunity. And most of all, I want to thank God for allowing me to meet such generous and caring people and for helping me grow as an individual. You know, when I first walked into high school, I didn't know what to expect. I looked forward to the future and thought about everything that might happen in the next 4 years. Honestly, it scared me. I always asked myself, what's my purpose? Why am I here? Is life simply about what I can accomplish? Is it about what I can achieve? Over the last 4 years, I learned it has nothing to do with any of this. You see, we all have talents, whether it be in athletics or art, music or teaching, and many more. But life is not about what we have. It's about what we do with what we have. Life is about doing the little things right. It's holding the door open for others. It's saying please and thank you. It's holding out a helping hand. It's loving. It's forgiving. It's sacrificing one's self-interest for the sake of another's. Life is about giving. Life is about serving others. To my classmates, our stories are not over. We face a world full of heartache and disappointment, but also a world full of adventure and opportunity. So remember, the things we get can give us a living, but the things we give can make a life.
Matthew Lefevre. Matthew is the son of Bill and Christine Lefevre. Matthew is a member of the soccer and quick recall teams, in addition to being in the high school's marching band and wind ensemble. He is also a member of the National Honor Society, the Leo Club, and the Youth Leadership Association. Matthew plans to attend Purdue University and major in aerospace engineering.
Hello to the friends and families of the class of 2020. We've all managed to endure 4 years of high school and a few months of quarantine on top of that. So congratulations to all of my classmates for making it this far. It was always my goal to be valedictorian, although definitely not because I wanted to give a speech. But because I've been given this opportunity, I'd like to thank some of the people who've made my high school experience so positive. The first people I would like to thank are my family, specifically my parents. My parents have always been incredibly supportive of anything I want to do. In addition to attending all of my activities, they both have volunteered many hours in parent booster groups. They encouraged me to excel in school without being overbearing and overpressuring, for which I am grateful. Next, I would like to thank the coaches and advisors who helped run the sports activities and clubs that have brought me so much joy and have created opportunities for me to grow as a person. Finally, I would like to thank some of my teachers who have taught me so much and made it their job to help me succeed in life. Mr. Maisy, for helping to make me take more of an interest in the world's events. Mr. Strasser, for truly challenging me in his class and making me a better student for it. Mrs. Miller, for teaching me not to settle for mediocrity. Mr. Rex and Mr. Hurd, for helping me to realize my love of music. And Mr. Bowman, for being an interesting and fun person and a great teacher. I would like to end by wishing my classmates good luck in whatever endeavors that you wish to pursue in the rest of your lives.
Logan Massey. Logan is the son of Scott and Michelle Massey and the stepson of Kayla Massey. Logan is a member of the National Honor Society, the Leo Club, and the Student Health Council. He also lettered in baseball every year, as well as being a 3-year member of the Columbus Cobras Travel Baseball Club. Logan was also a 2019 Regional Scholars recipient. Logan plans to attend the Ohio State University College of Engineering, where his primary focus of study will be aerospace and astronautical engineering. He will also attend the Center for Aviation at Don Scott Airport, where he will obtain a commercial pilot license.
In the 1930s, countless jobs were lost because of the Great Depression. In 2001, people sat in their houses, in classrooms, and in offices as the World Trade Centers tumbled 1,300 feet. Now, in 2020, the world stands together during a time unlike anything we've seen before. Tonight, I address my class, the JHS class of 2020, in a setting that previous valedictorians have not experienced. My point is not to compare the tragedies of the past to the current health crisis. The events simply are not comparable. My point is to illustrate that there is no way to predict the future or what we will encounter in our lifetimes as we leave JHS. So, when we do encounter tragic or unexpected events, I challenge the class of 2020 to handle them with the same tenacity and kindness that I have witnessed from each of you during these last 4 years. That same tenacity that we exhibited while doing calculus homework until 2 in the morning. That same kindness shown by the people who sat at my lunch table, who were willing to give me half of their lunch. In our quest to achieve our dreams, we will fail often. Use that tenacity I have witnessed to overcome. When the person next to you fails or disappoints, use that kindness I have witnessed to lend a helping hand. This summer and fall, we will each go our own ways and pick our own paths. We will be firefighters and farmers, soldiers and surgeons, plumbers and pilots, accountants, and, who knows, maybe even an astronaut is among us. Before I finish, I want to thank those that have helped, shoved, pushed, and pulled me these last 4 years. To my teachers, you know who you are and what you've done for me. Thank you for shaping me academically, putting up with my sarcasm and singing, but most importantly, encouraging me to look at things with a different perspective. To my coaches, Kuhn, Lord, Graham, and McGraw, thank you for taking countless hours out of your days to shape me athletically and prepare me mentally to compete. Your efforts will forever be appreciated. To my brother and sister, thanks for all the years of rotten advice. At some point now, I finally get to use that. To my stepmom, thank you for helping me in all subjects not called math that I wasn't very good at, and for finally making me eat something as a kid that wasn't chicken nuggets and mac and cheese. Now, Mom and Dad, this wasn't a walk in the park by any means. I'm not going to stand here and pretend like you guys played a small part in this. I genuinely believe I wouldn't be standing here without your combined efforts. I am blessed that part of me comes from two wildly different people, because I needed some of that crazy stuff and some of that serious stuff to get me to where I am tonight. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. This crisis has robbed us graduates of so many special memories, memories that we would cherish for the rest of our lives. However, those that struggled in the 1930s or the firefighters of 2001 stopped at nothing to turn tragedy into triumph. Class of 2020, turn this tragedy into triumph. Fellow classmates, I love you all and wish the best of luck. Now, let's all get off the couch and do this thing virtually.
Trinity Montgomery. Trinity is the daughter of Tim and Cheryl Montgomery. Trinity is the senior class vice president who is part of the National Honor Society, Student Council, Student Health Council, the Leo Club, Interact, SIS, and GSA. She is also a yearbook editor, varsity cheerleader, and a 2019 regional scholar. After high school, Trinity plans to attend the University of Cincinnati and major in architecture.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Trinity Montgomery, and I'm one of your 2020 Jackson High School valedictorians. I truly hope that at this moment I am standing in Alumni Stadium looking up at all of you. However, you might be seeing me through a device screen, which completely and utterly breaks my heart. I would like to point out that either way, it is truly an honor to be speaking to you all right now. To the class of 2020, we did it. Kinda. I know this is not what we all wanted or expected, but trust me, this is something we will never forget in our lifetime. As much as I've been upset about not attending a senior prom or even a traditional graduation ceremony, I would like to point out that either way, we're going down in history right now, and that itself is pretty amazing. Not to mention, we did have the ultimate senior skip day, and we're going to have some crazy quarantine stories to tell. But as I have everyone's attention, I want to say thank you to the class of 2020 for being the coolest class ever. You're all so amazing, and I cannot wait to see you guys succeed in life. I am extremely grateful for all of the memories we have shared. I love you guys. This might get kind of cheesy, so just bear with me. I want to say thank you to my family for always pushing me to be the best version of myself. The amount of times that I have heard my dad say the words, "You can do anything, you're a Montgomery," is unreal. So thank you, Dad, for always reminding me to be confident and proud of who I am. To my mom, thank you for being the most incredible role model a girl can have. I hope to be half the woman you are someday. I love you both so much. To Jackson High School, thank you for shaping me into the person I am today and teaching me most of what I know, except how to check the oil in my car. That one's on you, Dad. It's so crazy to me how I walked down the halls one last time with my class and we didn't even realize it was our last. I heard 7 in the distance one last time and didn't even realize it. I'm just kidding. Mr. Schauser's Google Hangouts made me feel like I was sitting right in his classroom. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but Jackson High School, you do an amazing job. I want to thank the staff and administration for always doing the most. You're all incredible, and I am so proud to say that I am and will always be an Ironman. Thank you.
Abigail Munn. Abigail is the daughter of Brad and Sarah Munn. Abby is the president of the National Honor Society, president of the Future Medical Professionals Club, a Joyce Ivy Summer Scholar, a member of Student Council, Youth Leadership Association, Student Health Council, the Leo Club, GSA, a 4-year varsity volleyball player, a 3-year varsity cheerleader, and a lifeguard at Hillcrest Pool. Abby plans to attend Duke University and major in biomedical engineering.
Good evening, fellow classmates, friends, family, and members of the Jackson community. If you had asked me a few months ago how my senior year was going, I would have been able to tell you that it was challenging but amazing. We had celebrated a number of great accomplishments as a class, and I had achieved some personal dreams of my own. In December, I was admitted early decision to Duke University and their Pratt School of Engineering. I realized that with hard work and persistence, nothing is out of reach. Fast forward a few months, and everyone's world changed. What we thought might be a relaxing week or two off of school quickly became a moment in history that our children would write DBQs about. This made me think about what is truly important. If I could tell the incoming kindergartners one thing, I would tell them to try everything. Whether that is going to every game, taking a hard class, trying a new sport, going to the dance, attending a summer camp, or applying to your dream university, I would tell them to try, because you never know when you might get that last memory. Try it all, so just in case your senior year ends unexpectedly, you won't have any regrets. To my mom and dad, I could never express in words how grateful I am for you both. You've supported me through all my wildest dreams, dried my tears when I have failed, and have shown me unconditional love. I appreciate you making my graduation as special as possible. To Maddie, I could not do life without you. I'm so grateful that you're my sister, but I'm even more grateful that you're my best friend. To my extended family, I wish you all could be listening in the stands, but please know that you've been so influential in my life. I know I will always have a support system cheering me on. To my teachers, the knowledge I have gained from your classes is important, but the knowledge I have gained from you about life is invaluable. I'm sad we did not get another day to bounce a ball on all the tables in Bowman's room. We did not get another conversation on what it means to be a feminist in Mrs. Miller's Flex. We did not get another live rendition of the Dakota's Roadhouse birthday song in Calc. And we did not get to discuss the things in the news for a whole entire class period in Massey's. But I'm grateful for the time and memories that we did have together. To my fellow classmates, our senior year came with many challenges, but we did not let that define us. We accomplished many things and created many memories in our time at Jackson High School. I do not know what the future holds, but I hope that we will continue to be strong, work hard, and try everything.
Trace Speakman. Trace is the son of Matt and Deidre Peterson and Sean Speakman. Trace is a member of the National Honor Society, the Buddy Program, the Leo Club, Student Health Council, and the golf team. He was also a Rotary Senior of the Month and a Regional Scholars recipient. Trace plans to attend Ohio University and obtain a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering.
Unconventional. That is a perfect word to describe our class situation. We were 9/11 babies, and now we are COVID-19 graduates. Our lives have been marked with incredibly trying events, but we continue to rise above. We will not allow these events to define us or prevent us from making the most of our future. We all have different paths we will travel, and for that we should be grateful. Our plans are just that, plans. We all know that even the best laid out plans can get interrupted by life. Embrace your failures, celebrate your victories, hold tight to your loved ones, and live each day with purpose. I, like my fellow graduates, have specific dreams for my future. I encourage all of you to pursue your dreams and forge your own path in this crazy world. Even though our classrooms have been closed and our activities limited, we must continue to put in the work to ensure we have a path established when this world opens back up for business. Who would have predicted that our senior year would be marred with a pandemic that dictated school closures, protective masks, social distancing, and shaggy hair? Thank goodness for mortarboards. And a huge thanks to those of you that have invested in me. You know who you are. I would not be here if it were not for your encouragement and support. Congratulations to my fellow graduates, and I pray we all emerge from this pandemic unscathed and show the world that the class of 2020 is not going to let life get in their way of success. Thank you.
Helena Stacy. Helena is the daughter of Melissa and Chad Reynolds and Jared Stacy. She is involved in various activities which include varsity cheerleading, senior class president, vice president of the Society of Intersectional Studies, secretary of National Honor Society, Model UN officer staff, Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership Seminar staff, Youth and Government Secretary of State, House of Representatives chaplain, yearbook editor, Joyce Ivy Foundation Summer Scholar, Youth Leadership Association, the Leo Club, Student Health Council, Youth Leaders Summit at the University of Chicago, Summer at Brown University, the Welcoming Committee, and the Gay Straight Alliance. Helena plans on attending Brown University, where she will concentrate in public policy on a pre-law track.
If I'm being honest, I had a really hard time writing this. I know that I've worked hard to get to the point where I'm able to stand here and give a speech, but I can't help but think that there are more than 12 students in the class of 2020 at JHS that work tirelessly to deserve this. There are so many things that stand in our way as individuals, and not everyone has the same resources or support system. Despite some events and moments in my life, I've had it pretty good. I go home with a bed to sleep in and a family that is fortunate enough to be able to put dinner on my plate. However, what eats away at me is that I know that not everyone's situation is like mine, and that's why I want to take my 2 minutes to give credit where credit is due. To every student who has ever felt like they are not enough, who has had to worry about what their life would look like in the morning, who stepped up to take care of a parent, a grandparent, a sibling, a friend, who felt they had to hide who they were for the sake of making others feel comfortable, who had to work to provide for their family, who's felt underappreciated, looked over, and unheard. I'm proud of you. Despite everything that life has thrown at you, you made it. Whatever comes next, know that you can get through it because you've done it and you're doing it right now, and that is really something to be proud of. I have a lot of people to thank for helping me become someone that I can be proud of. First, my mom. Because of you, I am able to see far beyond any doubts and insecurities that may try to weigh me down. Thank you for teaching me what true selflessness looks like and always treating my mental health as a top priority of yours. Thank you for holding me to high standards with the truly unhealthy amount of times you check progress book throughout the years. Without you, I wouldn't be half the woman that I am today. To Michelle, thank you for being the best aunt I could have ever asked for. Thank you for always making me feel grounded and introducing me to the finer parts of life. To Chad, thank you for showing up. Even if you had to drive 3 hours to get there, you sat beside my mom at every football game, every basketball game, every awards ceremony, every college visit. To Millie and Bud, thank you for still letting me snuggle you, even though you're getting older. I'm so proud of who you are becoming. To my dad, thank you for loving me without limitations and always encouraging me to reach for my dreams. To Mom and Papa, thank you for always looking out for me and letting me stay over even if I don't ask until I'm already there. To Kendall, thank you for giving me everything down to the shirt off your back and always reminding me of how worthy I am. You've been such a beautiful part of my life. To Betty, thank you for opening up avenues for me that I never could have imagined having and creating such a safe space in your classroom. And to the rest of my family, friends, and the staff at JHS, thank you for pushing me to be my best and always reminding me of my roots.
Brynlee Vermillion. Brynlee is the daughter of Joe and Dawn Vermillion. Brynlee is co-founder of the Future Medicals Career Club, member and captain of the varsity soccer team, member of Student Council, National Honor Society, Student Health Council, the Youth Leadership Association, and the Leo Club. Brynlee plans to attend Heidelberg University to play soccer and major in biochemistry with the aspiration of attending medical school to become a pediatrician.
Throughout my 18 years living in Jackson, one thing seems to have been stressed more than others: the importance of family. For me, this family bond has gotten me to where I am today, solidified my plans for the future, and will allow me a more successful outcome. In my family specifically, competition has been imperative to who I am. Competitions like who can swim to the other side of the pool the fastest, get to the front door first, and hold their breath the longest turned into who could get the best test grades, take the hardest classes, and be the smartest. My older brother, who is 3 years older than me, would always warn me that the next grade was really hard, and that there was no way I could keep an A in it. However, these warnings eventually turned into encouragement. On the first day of my freshman year, when I walked to my brother's car after school, the first thing he said to me was, "You have to be a valedictorian now," because I already ruined my chance. Even though this has jokingly become the argument as to why I've won the competition, I'm extremely grateful for the goals that were set for me, because without that, I'm not sure I would be here giving this speech today. Similarly, 2 of my younger siblings have helped solidify my decision to become a doctor and specialize in pediatrics. Being around kids every day has been my dream since middle school. I'd always loved helping people and genuinely loved being around children. It wasn't until I was around what my family calls the littles that I understood what that meant. Playing college soccer is another thing that I didn't truly understand until recently. I didn't ever think about playing until the end of my junior year. Up until that point, it had just been a sport that I played and really liked. However, when my junior season passed, I realized that my time on the field was coming to an end, and that maybe I would like to play longer. Now, I plan to attend Heidelberg University in Tiffin, Ohio, to continue creating a family-like bond with people who enjoy playing soccer as much as I do. I am unbelievably blessed to have grown up with the family that I did. I am also thankful for the teachers and administrators who have created a positive learning environment at Jackson, and I encourage underclassmen to appreciate their time here while they have it. You never know whenever it may be cut short. Thank you.
Maisy Wechter. Maisy is the daughter of Samantha and Kevin Wechter. Maisy is involved in cross country, track and field, National Honor Society, Student Health Council, Youth Leadership Association, Interact Club, Youth in Government, Gay Straight Alliance, the Leos, and the Symphonic Choir. Maisy plans to attend The Ohio State University and major in psychology.
I would firstly like to thank my mom, my dad, my sister Addie, friends, teachers, administration, and the community for the endless support both I and my classmates have received through the years. Throughout my high school career, I have always enjoyed running. Whether it was a 5K race or track event, I have found the reward to be greater than the pain of the actual race. My favorite event in track is the 1600, which is 4 laps long. I have come to realize that the 4 laps that make up this race also closely resembles my 4 years of high school. The first lap models freshman year because the most important step is getting the right start by setting a pace of good grades. This lap is where expectations are born. The second lap and sophomore year are similar because they are harder than the previous, but nothing too hard to handle. This is where pacing is found and the ability to mentally prepare yourself for what is to come. The third lap closely resembles junior year because it is all about holding on to what you have worked so hard to maintain up until this point. It feels easy to quit and is also very tiring. There have been many times through the third lap where I've thought, why do I even do this? But I just kept going. In all of my running experiences, I have found the last lap, specifically the end of this lap, to be the hardest to endure. This matches perfectly with our senior year, as it has been the hardest year for our class filled with obstacles to overcome due to this pandemic. While the ending has not been easy for our class, I hope it will prove to work out in our favor. Whether it's considering the end of a race for me or the end of high school for our class, I think we will all come to learn that the hardship that has put us through will only make us stronger in the end.
Emma Wiley. Emma is the daughter of Jared and Kelly Wiley. Emma has been involved in National Honor Society, I Believe, Business Professionals of America, Regional Scholars, Class Officer, the Leo Club, Student Health Council, Youth Leadership Association, My Brother's Buddy, Special Olympics, the Gay Straight Alliance, SIS, Top Soccer, and the Interact Club. She is a Frontier Athletic Conference student representative, along with being a varsity soccer and cheerleading captain, as well as a competition cheerleading member. Emma's plans for the future include attending Ohio State University and majoring in business operations.
First and foremost, I want to give a huge thanks to my friends, my family, and the administration at Jackson for all they do. My heart goes out to you. I remember when I was sitting in the stands watching the class of 2018 graduate. It was then that I truly knew I wanted to achieve the dream of being a valedictorian. Although I felt so strongly about this idea, I never told anyone. I was scared. I was terrified to say something I felt so passionately about and then fail. So, I kept my thoughts in my mind and I told myself I would try my best. That summer, I attended a camp and shared this very personal secret for the first time during a boundary-breaking session. I could not believe myself the second I openly admitted this goal and immediately reached a new level of vulnerability. I hoped that no one would remember my words, and after the week was over, my idea could return to its own sanctuary. Except this didn't happen. I received a letter at the end of the week from a friend in my council that stated, "I'm so happy I met your soul this week. Good luck at being valedictorian. You can do it. I believe in you." In that moment, I realized that I learned how to hold myself accountable by verbalizing my fears, my dreams, and my goals to those around me, then to conquer them. When I returned home, I told my family and I stopped being afraid to fail.
In addition to myself, I allowed them to hold me accountable. This is the reason I'm speaking before you today. I'm going to tell you, it wasn't easy. There were many long nights, lengthy assignments, tears, and hard tests, but my mindset and accountability kept me going. If I can transfer anything to this audience, it will be to share your dream, no matter how big, and go make it happen. To demonstrate how strongly I feel about this idea, I will share my biggest dream. I will be the CEO of my own company and prove to young women that they deserve a seat at the CEO table. Does it make me nervous that I shared this dream? Absolutely, but I know I can make it happen. I cannot wait to see you all change the world one dream at a time. I believe in you. Thank you.
Helena, Elise, Stacy. Trinity, Grace, Montgomery. Reagan, Jean, Hall. Emma Grace Wiley. Kaden Reese Donaldson. Taylor Ezra Frazier. Jared Allen Eisenhower. Matthew Bennett Lefevre. Logan Scott Massey. Abigail May Munn. Trace Aiden Speakman. Brynlee Shay Vermillion. Maisy Elizabeth Wechter. Lacey Marie Adams. Jordan Page Alfred. Ashton Lynn Allen. Raymond Armstrong. Marley Rose Baker. Kylie Nicole Baker. Grayson Elizabeth Baxter. Joanna Gyla Mae Bigham. Paul P.J. Blair. Jenna Ann Bond. Griffin Bradley Brown. Sydney Ann Brown. Robert Lee Bryant. Madison Elizabeth Callahan. Jonathan Michael Campbell. Mariah Page Cannon. Jesse Scott Cardiff. Rodney James Cartwright. Aaron Michael Causey. Raymond Demetrius Cheatham. Joshua Olin Kloss. Miranda Page Coleman. Brock Devlin Call. Elijah Michael Collins. Ryan Jacob Collins. Michael Edward Conley. Cameron Riley Cox. Bryce Christopher Coyne. Ashley Marie Craig. Devin Cole Cremines. Devin Lee Caldwell. Garrett Allen Daly. Jace Brynlee Denny. Sierra Nicole Denny. Sydney Paige Dixon. Mackenzie Dawn Easter. Margaret Catherine Jade Edwards. Madison Marie Eflin. Tyler Lael Irvin. Adam Stephen Farr. Chase Allen Floyd. Hannah Elizabeth Fox. Braden Malik Fraley. Adam Ray Gallimore. Madison Grace Gilliland. Shelby Lynn Glasper. Zachary Mason Gould. Annie Ellen Graham. Bryce Dean Graham. Clayton William Graham. Reese Anderson Graham. Ethan Scott Green. Miriam Elizabeth Harley. Xavier Malik Haskins. Corey Lee Heath. Patrick E. Henry Jr. Lillian Gwen Hauser. Sean Dre Howard. Mason Bradley Howe. Mackenzie Rose Humphreys. Madison Shaylin Humphreys. Megan Jane Ireland. Mitchell Evan Johnson. Dalen Connor Jones. Sierra Faith Kearns. Jason Austin Lee Kiefer. Austin King. Jenna King. Allie Rue Keener. Gabriel Wesley Landrum. Gabriel Alexander Lanhart. Taylor Michelle Lemaster. Ashley Nicole Limley. Sarah Elizabeth Francis Lewis. Aaron Matthew Mahoney. Ethan Tyler Malone. Dylan Andrew Mapes. Emily Ryan Mapes. Stephen Lee Marshman. Logan Hunter Madison. Gage A. Mail. Colt Michael McManus. Alex Cameron David Morris. James Leroy Myers III. Thomas Myers. Bromwyn Lynn Nelson. Caitlin Grace Newkirk. Trevor Michael Norris. Deidre Northup. Ivory Anna Nicole O'Brien. Mitchell Maxine Scott Ogden. Amber Rayanne Opalis. Alexis Starr Parisa. Anthony Blake Parks. Bryce Allen Parks. Skylar Paige Peoples. Madison Taylor Porter. Ethan Robert Prater. Bailey Morgan Redu. Brianna Morgan Rapp. Jeffrey Dylan Raymond. Alexia Jane Richardson. Joseph Matthew Richardson. Brady Evan Regal. Hannah Grace Rosenberger. Hannah Madison Rouse. Madison Lee Rouse. Charles Tyrus Ruckle. Shelby Root. Ashley Donise Russell. Holly Marie Sexton. Briston Chadrick Sharp. Mason Lucas Sheets. Adam Jerry Schuer. Mary Grace Shoemaker. Kaden Sierra Sperry. Olivia Jaron Sperry. Jaden Reese Spires. Kennedy Caitlin Stifler. Carson Chandler Strange. Nikita Renee Travis. Giselle Elise Tribble. Christopher Ryan Tripp. Garrett William Turner. Bailey Elizabeth Valentine. Austin Lee Van Allen. Zeta Alexandria Van Bibber. Garrett Andrew Vandermolen. Jenna Delaney Van Meter. Caleb Truth Wallace. Tiffany Renee Ward. Heaven Lee Washington. James Matthew Wall. Taylor James Watt. Blake Merritt Weber. Aaron Joseph Whistler. Bailey Ray Wolford. Victoria Wright. Jade Isabella Wyatt. Alexander Stephen Zarat. Riley Rayanne Zinn. I would like to take a moment to recognize and honor the members of the 2020 JHS graduating class who have chosen to serve in the military. JHS has a long-standing and proud tradition of graduates serving in our armed forces. I would like to thank those who have served and are currently serving, whether at home or overseas. The following seniors have chosen to serve after graduation: Jenna Bond, Air Force; Raymond Cheatham, Marines; Tyler Irvin, Marines; Austin King, Marines; Gabriel Landrum, Marines; Mitchell Ogden, Marines; Ethan Prater, Marines; Charles Ruckel, Air Force. Again, I am humbled by your choice to serve. Thank you. Before I give my closing remarks, I'd like to take a moment on behalf of Jackson City Schools Board of Education and our whole Jackson City Schools community, administration, staff, everyone that has helped out in tremendous ways to make this year's graduation possible. This was definitely unexpected, but we have had many people that have poured many hours and lots of effort into bringing this to fruition. And to you, I say thank you. Unexpected. That's a word that means a lot to me when I think about this graduating class. Back in July of 2016, it was an unexpected move of one of our administrators to another district that allowed Mr. Hemsley to move into our role as assistant superintendent. And with that unexpected move came the opportunity for me to begin serving as high school principal. And what that meant was that in August of 2016, I met with a group of freshmen. It seems just like yesterday that we were here in the gym and we were talking about what it means to be an Ironman and what to expect going into your freshman year. I told all of them at that point that we were on this journey together, that they were going to be my first graduating class. Through the unexpected chain of events, we've all missed out on some things this spring. This is forever going to have a hole in my memories of our time together, but it does not diminish those memories at all. Because over the course of your 4 years in high school, I have seen what resilient young people you are. I have seen the outstanding students and athletes and musicians and talented actors. I've seen you guys toil away at what have become essential jobs during our closure during this pandemic. I know what type of individuals you are. And I know that these trials that you have been through will only make you stronger. You will take a little bit of this with you for the rest of your life. When you think back on these times, think back with fondness, think back with kindness. I've only ever asked a couple of things out of you. One is to find your passion, and whatever it is, pursue it. And I challenge you to continue to do that. The other is to be a little bit better today than what you were yesterday, and strive to be a little bit better tomorrow than what you were today. And that, day after day, leads to success. And it is my hope, and it's my true belief that all of you are going to be super successful throughout your lives. Thank you for allowing me to serve as your principal. Class of 2020, would you please stand? Ladies and gentlemen, as principal of Jackson High School and on behalf of the Jackson City Schools Board of Education, I take great pride in certifying that these young men and women have met all requirements of this Board of Education and the State Department of Education. They are hereafter to be known as graduates of Jackson High School. Congratulations.